Hey everybody, and welcome to the bullshit party. And in this video I'm going to be showing you how to complete the Cayo Perico Heist from start to finish. I'm going to be giving you a detailed view and explanation of everything that I do in order to set up the heist, prepare for it, and also complete it successfully. And with that, let's get some intel on the island. And for that we need to go to the literal other side of the map for some reason, get to here, and keep in mind that I haven't played this heist for over 2.5 years, and also I haven't really played GTA Online very much recently, aside from the podium and cars, so I'm kind of rusty in that aspect of the game. But anywho, we are on the other side of the map, so we need to go back to the first side of the map. Literally this took me about 10 minutes to complete the whole, circle of the map. Completely pointless, it's a filler, but it is what it is. Then we get to the Cayo Perico Island, and this part is very important. Here, you can fail, but if you fail too many times, the game is just gonna kick you off the island, and you need to do that annoying part with the plane all over again. So it's basically 15 minutes down the toilet. So this is what I do. Keep in mind that the footage is sped up, but it's still gonna give you a general idea of what I do in order to complete this part of the setup. And also, do keep in mind that I haven't completed this in over 2.5 years, so I haven't even been here in quite a while. But I do remember kind of what I'm doing, so I need to go up to this mountaintop right here, go through here, and basically we need to avoid the red cones and the bodyguards, cars, and cameras. The point is to go to the antenna tower, the communications tower, that's how they call it in game. Basically that thing in the middle of the screen, well, middle-ish, right next to the moon. This part is very unfriendly if you haven't completed or seen the Cayo Perico Heist in action before. And also here, sometimes the box that you need is on the ground level, sometimes it's on the first, the second, or the top level, as it's here, I believe. Something about the setup that we're going to be performing: I have only completed the Cayo Perico Heist with the aggressive setup and with the plane entry. So this is what we're going to be doing here as well. And as I said, this takes time, but it is what it is. We just need to get to the communications tower, get to the signal box, hack it. And by the way, this doesn't make any sense to me. I don't remember how to do it, but I did it first try, so that's good, I guess. Now we need to see what the actual jewel is, in this case the Panther statue, our goal at the end of the heist. And a tip here: you could be very careful and go back to the airport, but also you can just get caught and be kicked out to the airport. So this is just going to be the easier way to go back to Los Santos. And once we are at Los Santos, and of course I am using my trusty Deluxo to go to the Kosatka, and don't worry, this is a safe location to leave your flying car. Now we just need to start with the actual preparation mission chain. And as I said before, we are using the plane to infiltrate it, so we need to steal the Alkonost. And for that, we need to exit the Kosatka, and of course, our Deluxo is still gonna be there because I told you it's a very safe location. Oh, who'd have thunk? Yep, so if you decide to do my strategy, just make sure to park your Deluxo at a very good angle, because otherwise, well, it's your game is gonna look like this pretty much, and you're gonna be very annoyed. And thankfully, this part you're not hearing the actual audio of me playing the game, because let's just say that the channel wouldn't be as family friendly as it is. Anywho, we get here, we steal the Alkonost, and this is incredibly simple, incredibly easy. There are people chasing you, but who cares? You have one of the best jets in the game. Going back to the Kosatka and starting off the pilot. So basically the secondary part of that entry with the Alkonost. And for that, we have our Deluxo here. So this time it didn't fall overboard. Now, I was prepared this time. We needed to go, by the way, on the other side of the map as well, right on top of Mount Chiliad. So literally like a 5-minute Deluxo drive over there. But this time I was prepared with grenades and, well, more weaponry. And here we delivered this plane, and this part of the setup is gonna be done with this. So what we do, we go back to the Kosatka and start the equipment with the demolition charges. This one is pretty simple as well. All you need to do is get here, basically clear out all of the O'Neill brothers, get to the mansion. Oh, I am using the word mansion very loosely. loosely here. We get here, we go to the basement, we steal something from the basement, the demolition charges, and then we exit, get to the Kosatka, and we are ready for the next prep. And that is gonna be the plasma cutter, because we need something to crack that glass with. And for the plasma cutter, it's pretty straightforward. We need to get to this location. After that, we need to get to here. It's pretty boring. You need to take a photo of this clipboard. And then we need to exit the location, come here, steal the actual plasma cutter, and then, you guessed it, go back to the Kosatka. We started the fingerprint cloner device mission prep. We do want to stack up on all kinds of throwable explosives, and you'll see why in just a little bit, but this is a pro tip from me, and I am using the word pro here very loosely, but yes, do stack up on throwable weapons. And after that, it's just basically coming here, going to another location, finding the fingerprint cloner device, and then, you guessed it, back to the Kosatka. To start the weapon gathering mission, I'm gonna go with the assault weapons layout, which was maybe not my smartest idea, because it was something that I remembered using the aggressive weapons layout, but in hindsight, probably was not the best approach for me. Anywho, this mission is very easy, especially if you're with the Deluxo. You just follow this helicopter to a certain spot, and then when we reach the spot, you need to pretty much blow everybody out of the water. Well, we're not in the water, but you guys know what I mean. Here is where the explosives come very much in handy. As you can see, you just need to clear everybody out as we did before. Take your time, be patient. Keep in mind there is no timer here, so you're not rushing anything. Just make sure to clear everybody out, and then at the end we're gonna be going into the Avenger. Of course, when we enter the Avenger, it's gonna be going up, so currently we're in the air, so we need to grab a parachute, grab whatever we came here for. And next up, and these are all optional, these are called disruptions, and they just help you complete the Cayo Perico heist a little bit easier. For example, this one is gonna lower the weapon strength of every weapon that's gonna be on the island. Of course, aside from yours, but yours are also gonna be pretty horrible. Anywho, these are also where we use sticky bombs, grenades, and pipe bombs to complete our quest. This one is pretty simple, as you can see, very straightforward, and I still had 2 minutes on the timer remaining. Keep in mind that the disruptions have a 10-minute timer each, so those ones, if you fail them, you can't really retry them unless you start another try of completing the setup for the heist and then the heist. So the heist is going to be more difficult if you don't complete those or if you fail them. And this one is for the armor. You need to come to this location, destroy every crate outside of the warehouse, then go into the warehouse, destroy everything inside the warehouse, and at the end, if you don't have enough time, this part is going to be very tricky for you, and I have found myself in this situation because the timer doesn't reset after every request. This is basically a 3-tier request that Pavel is giving you, but he only tells you one piece at a time. So you might think, I have plenty of time, but trust me, you don't. And this is going to be the final one, and this one I gotta say, I kind of failed. So we need to destroy the choppers, basically. So my idea was to go to the airport, steal the plane from there, and then use it to destroy the choppers. Easy and straightforward. Well, let's just say things didn't really go as planned, because once I got to the airport, well, I basically realized that I had an RPG, and I got a little trigger happy, and apparently planes don't like explosions next to them. So that was something interesting that I learned that day. And the plane was certifiably trashed, even one of the engines couldn't turn, so yeah. Basically, I completely failed this one because of my own stupidity. But hey, at least hopefully I helped you guys avoid my mistake. Now I ran the timer, and now it's actually time to do the heist. And the heist I'm going to be doing and showing you the extent of it. I'm going to be showing you everything, of course, a little bit sped up. Now, this is the approach that I took. As I said, I'm doing the Alchemist approach. I slide in with the parachute, and here the idea is to not get caught and also not get in the red zone, because otherwise if you get in that red zone from the map, you are gonna get shut down immediately. Now my goal here, because this week, if you don't know, the GTA Online challenge is to complete the Cayo Perico heist without losing a life. Now, I was really determined to do this. That's why I tried the stealthy approach first. Of course, I forgot that this was kind of a shotgun situation that I had as a weapon. And yeah, everything basically, as Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. I am really excited for that fight, by the way. Which fight? I don't know. Pay attention to what's happening in the news. So we come here, which is actually a checkpoint. And from this point onward, I did everything correctly. I didn't even have to restart a single time. Okay, maybe I kind of exaggerated that last part, but yeah, this part has definitely gotten more difficult since the last time I played the Cayo Perico Heist over 2.5 years ago. So yeah, this was really kind of annoying. So I decided this time to, you know, screw it, just run through everybody basically, clear a path and then run through everybody. So that actually kind of worked. Usually you want to take care of the big guy, but I noticed that the big guy was actually going to the other side of the map, so you know what, let's make a run for it. And here you need to have a lot of snacks and a lot of armor, so do remember to stack up on those before you go and attempt the Cayo Perico Heist. As you can see, I kind of remember there were supposed to be stairs here. Where are the stairs? Here are the stairs. And now we need to go to Rubio's office and find the underground vault. Now, of course, we don't need the key card. I didn't remember that, but you do not need the key card. But what you do need to do, however, is this annoying puzzle. I had no memory of what I'm supposed to do here, but I fairly quickly figured it out. But this is just another blatant example of Rockstar putting padding in the game, and yeah, I'm really not a big fan of this, but it is what it is. You need to do it 3 times, each time getting more and more difficult. Why is it more difficult? I don't know, maybe the fingerprint is weirder, but it is a little bit more difficult, I believe, each time. Anywho, after you complete those, I remembered something. There is an extra safe in Rubio's office, which is located right over here, and it has health in it, and also about $80,000, which, hey, free money. After that, we go to the basement. You need to basically watch out for the guy over there. We need to blow up this gate because we need to go to the Panther statue. For some reason, English really isn't my friend today, and this is probably the most annoying part of the entire heist. Well, aside from having to restart 15 times. But yeah, you just need to take your sweet time with the drill. Just feather the right trigger. For PlayStation and for Xbox and for PC. I don't know, you guys just smash the spacebar. Anywho, after we get the Panther statue, we need to exit. And here is a very critical point in the heist, because if you have to restart here, you basically need to restart all the way from the front gate and you need to steal it all over again. So here, it's very important to be full health, full armor, and then just... probably this is the best idea, make a run for it. Here you are safe because already the checkpoint triggered, even though you don't see it. After that, we're gonna see this animation. At this point, I was incredibly annoyed with the game, but yeah, I still couldn't skip the animation. Now, this part, I kind of messed up. Usually, I like to steal a Sanchez here. I didn't find the Sanchez, and I don't remember where it was. So I was like, well, is it here? Is it here? Is it this guy? Is it this guy? Apparently not, so I couldn't even find a Sanchez. I almost had to restart here as well. In a panic, I got into this Jeep, and look at how I'm gonna use the consumables here. I opened them on a side menu, and I have my finger ready to just pump up, you know, my health as soon as I get hit with something. Because you are gonna be hit. And don't criticize my driving too bad here, because I believe I had 2 punctured tires, and the car really didn't want to steer. But what you want to do now, or at least what I do, is I do this, I fill up my health, and then I go to the interaction menu one more time when I start to see that the animation is triggered to get in the boat. And now I'm just hoping and praying that the armor is gonna last until we go out of range for the helicopters. And one of them was well, very aggressive with me. It's not this one, it's the other one actually. As you can see, this one is like, yeah, it's fine. It's just a Panther statue worth $2 million. But the other helicopter was like, nope, nope, I'm getting him. I'm getting Bull Sheep. And, well, he didn't. Anywho, that's the heist completed. And as you can see, you have this annoying cutscene that you can't skip. I don't know why Rockstar is doing this, but you can't skip any cutscenes in the game. Anywho, these are my stats. So this is how I completed the heist. And I thought that was going to be the end of the video, but Actually, something more interesting happened afterwards. First, I got greeted by this on the left hand side that you're about to see, that I stole accumulatively over $50 million from the Cayo Perico Heist, which is not bad in my opinion. Then I got the new podium car, the post loot, to go and sell it because I really don't like it. But then I saw this. Weekly challenge completed. Complete the Cayo Perico Heist without dying. So, what? And at this point, by my driving, you can probably imagine my reaction. What? Without restarting? Without what? So I just had to pull up the challenges and see for myself, was this true? And if it was, how? And yeah, apparently it was true, but again, how? I had to restart, what, 5 or 6 times? Interesting. So in conclusion, I guess this challenge is you need to complete it in one piece. The checkpoints don't matter, so you can go, without restarting to one checkpoint, then to the other, then to the other, then to the other, as long as you don't have to restart between checkpoints, if that makes sense. And after saying the podium vehicle, that's basically gonna be the video. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Please let me know in the comment section down below, was this video helpful for you? And have you tried to complete the Cayo Perico Heist now that we have a Panther statue? Love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.